Hi, Scorpio Queen 025. Welcome to the live stream. It's good to have you here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hey, Miranda from Vancouver. Welcome from Phoenix, Arizona. It's good to see you here. Are you talking Vancouver, Canada, or Vancouver, Washington? I've only been to one. I've only been to the Washington one, not the Vancouver, Canada one. Anyways, either way, I hope you're safe. Thank, hope, make my dreams come true. Well, I don't know if I can do that. I can help along the way. I will do my absolute best, I promise you, Scorpio Queen, to make your dream come true, depending upon what that is, of course. Canada, awesome. How are you up there? How is Canada up there? I know there's been some crazy big changes going on with the state and with your leader over there. Hello from Colorado. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome from the beautiful state of Colorado. Welcome from Phoenix, Arizona. Hi from Indiana. I love it. Why don't we just ask, where's everyone from? Because I just love that so many new people are coming in and sharing where they're from in this current moment. And let's add one thing to it, if we may. If I could ask you guys a favor, please share with me how you're feeling today. What's going on in your heart and your mind and your soul? What are you feeling? What's coming up? Seattle, Washington. Hello from the UK. Welcome. Hello from Jamaica. That's awesome. Welcome from. I don't know if I've ever had anyone from Jamaica, by the way. To Scorpio Queen 25. 025. That's got to be an angel number for sure, by the way. I'm almost positive of that. Welcome to everyone as well here on YouTube as well as TikTok. Hope everyone's day is going amazing. Inspiration 333 says, I'm feeling wonderful today. Good to have you here. Good to have that wonderful energy in the chat. Hello from Montana, feeling anxious. Good. Awesome, Blondie. Thanks for sharing that. From Canada, feeling stuck. Want to feel more hopeful. Good. Hi from Ireland. Welcome from Ireland. I don't know if I've ever had anyone from Ireland. That's awesome. Says Allison King 786. Thank you for your question, Allison. We're going to be getting into the point of the live stream today in just a second. It's going to be a relatively quick live stream. I feel maybe just an hour or maybe an hour and a half. And here's how it's going to go. So what I want to do is I want to be able to offer live personal healing and or reading sessions for anyone who wants to grab one. They are $50 minimum for a donation. And with that, you're going to get either a personal reading or a personal healing. I'm a psychic medium, I'm an astrologer, I'm a tarot reader, and I'm an energetic guide. And what I can do is tap into your energy, help you to release karmic cords, karmic energy contracts, and or fill those areas within your body and or your soul where there's something missing or something deficient or something that you lost a long time ago. We can go into that area in the soul and replenish it through, of course, the power of unconditional love. So if you're looking for something like that, of course, that will be in the link in my bio to donate that $50. And you'll grab yourself either a personal reading, one question reading, or a healing session. If you're on YouTube as well, that's going to be pinned in the chat. But before we get into any of that, I just want to make sure people know it's available. We are going to be going into some collective messages and a collective reading for today. And I want to start off by saying, those of you who saw my most recent video on TikTok about things in society right now and how they're going, what's going on, and what's happening, I want to share something that I feel is really important. This is going to come from my heart, and I want to open up the conversation around this to begin with. And that is, unfortunately, that, and I don't know if you guys can feel this. Let me know if you can or you agree. But things around us are starting to fall off the wagon. Things around us are really starting to be exposed, and things around us are really starting to go into a different place than maybe we thought they would or thought they were originally going to go. And many people are starting to realize and to wake up and to imagine and wonder where they are going, who they are, and what they really have, what is really true for them inside. And I want to talk a little bit about that and just share my perspective. And hopefully this message can really help those of you guys who are wondering or stuck or struggling. The root of this energy that's here right now affecting us as a population, this energy of stuckness, is really able to be solved with one particular question. I'm going to share that question with you right now. If everything else in your life around you that you depend upon for entertainment, for food, for transportation, for schooling, for money, or just generally for resources, if all of those things, or most of them or some of them, were to go down, what would it that you would be doing, what would it that you would be being, and what would it be for you to exist in a society like that, in a state like that? What would it mean for you? Who would you become, and what would you step into? Now, this is a really deep and a really seemingly complex, but in actuality simple answer. And the answer for all of us is going to lie deep down inside of the sacral area. And so chances are, if you're watching this, you might be feeling a little bit of a sacral, or we can call it a pelvic block of sorts. And this is the block that some of us might be feeling around survival and or prospering and or moving forward. And we're wondering who we are and where we're supposed to be going, because nothing that we used to depend on for, again, either entertainment, moving forward, money, or resources is seeming as reliable or seeming as certain as it once maybe did. And so what I would share with you guys, and what I would say, is if you guys find yourself in this particular state and you guys find yourself stuck, the answer is going to lie within, particularly within your sacral energy. And you know what I've decided to do at this moment in time, just because it's coming up in my heart and I feel that it's really the best way to start to give service back to the collective at this time, regardless of any of the plans that I had of doing personal readings or healings. And yes, if you guys want to sign up for one of those, you're welcome to. Link is in my bio. We'll go ahead and do that on this live stream. But besides the personal collective messages, I want to lead everyone into a bit of a meditation, and a meditation that's going to unlock the true depth and essence of who we are, so we know exactly who we are and where we're going despite the chaos that's around us. Okay. Miranda says, oh my goodness, yes. Scorpio Queen says, be yourself. Every will work out, and have faith. Rachel says, when do you usually do lives? I am figuring that out as we speak. As you can see, I'm going live at a very different time today. My goal is to start going live at like 10 or 11 a.m. MST or PST, and also sometimes at 5 or 6 p.m. MST as well, on the weekdays and then on the weekends as well. Scorpio Queen says, from long time I realized it doesn't surprise me one bit. Yeah, awesome. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it. And wherever you're at, whether you're, hopefully you're not at work watching this, or hopefully you're not driving in a car. But what I want to ask you guys is, for just the next couple minutes, if you are wondering, or if you're feeling stuck, or if you really wanted to dive into the true essence of who you are, to follow me inside on this particular journey and see what unlocks. And then when we come back out in just a few minutes, we're going to discuss everything that we realized that came up and see where we can go from there. Okay? Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this life-changing exploration internally inside of the body, inside of the soul? I think it's going to be pretty exciting. So we'll do this, and then again, if anyone wants a personal reading or personal healing on this live stream in particular, the link will be posted as a pinned comment on my YouTube channel, which you can find in the link in my bio on TikTok, or you can just buy it directly off the link in my bio in TikTok if you guys do want a personal reading, personal session. All right, let's go for it. Awesome. So Kristen says yes. Miranda says yes. Kathy says yes. Rachel. All right, good. Let's go for it. Definitely enough people wanting to do this. All right, guys. So go ahead and close your eyes wherever you're at. And at the same time as I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and just send some healing vibes, because what I do is I tap into the collective, of course, and really feel what's going on in the collective. And I'm just going to channel what comes up and what comes through. And as I channel these things, I want you guys to feel into that and see where it hits you in the body, where it hits you in the soul. And of course, we can go from there. So let's go ahead and close our eyes. Let's tap into the body here, tap into the soul. Now, the first place I want you to stop as you close your eyes is tap into the part right in front of your heart, right here. Why is it closed down? Like, what's going on here? All right, collectively, if you tap into the heart space right here, you might feel a little bit of a closed offness, a little bit of a resistance, a little bit of a hesitancy here in the heart. Okay, and let us know in the chat, of course, if you guys feel this. But if you go right down here in the middle of the heart, middle of the chest, there might be a little bit of a hesitancy here, a little bit of a resistance, a little bit of a closed offness, or a hesitancy to move forward and really truly open up. So I want you to imagine in your heart space, you fully opening up in this moment. Oh, okay. What does that feel like? So if you open up in this moment, left side, heart right here, what happens if you open your heart fully to share with the world? What does that feel like in a collectively inside of your own personal heart and soul? What fears come up? What is it that you feel? And what is it that you are resistant towards? And what we're going to do is we're going to go in, we're going to do a collective healing right now. So collectively here, this resistance is, if I open up, just channeling from the collective, channeling from the soul, if I open up fully in my heart space, I may lose it all. Here's the collective words. If I may open up fully in my heart space, I may lose everything that I once knew, everything that I had, everything that was priorly available to me. Everything I once knew, everything I once was will be gone if I open up my heart space yet again. And if you see this light wanting to open out, open to pour out, or open to pour in, it's a little bit painful or resistant to do that. Now let's get to the collective fear as well. So this resistance is also, if I'm truly seen, remember tapping into the heart space here, and let these words hit your soul. If I'm truly seen and felt in my deepest heart of hearts, if I'm truly seen and felt in my deepest heart of hearts, no one will love me. I will not be loved. I will not be cherished. I will not be cared for and or owned and protected. Yeah. That feels a little better. Yeah. So if we tap in, okay, we got a little bit more flow here. Now let's go ahead and collectively remove it here. Yeah. So how many guys, by the way, let's just pause for a second. So how many guys are feeling into that heart space and just feeling like, let's just check in, right? Unless I'm just going crazy here talking to myself. How many guys are feeling a little bit of a blockage in that heart space, wanting to open up because of, or, potentially Paula says, hi. Thanks, Paula. Scorpio Queen. Okay, great, Catesby. So what would happen if we open up? Death and or the death of our old self and or we'd lose everything and or we won't be cherished or protected. Okay, good. So now let's go in. And I want you guys all to feel into your heart space at the same time as we do this. And I want you to feel into that particular pain in the heart. I want you to feel into the pain of, if you were to open it up, losing everything, losing everyone, not being cared for, not being protected, not being owned, not being cherished. And I want you to be with it for just a second. And yes, you can see my facial expression. It's quite painful to be with. Yeah, quite painful to be with. And I just want you to, in this moment, send the love, the care, and the intention to that piece of your heart that may be open, wounded, or hurt, or scared because of feeling utterly rejected in the past for being your true self. So the collective wound right now is sometime in the past, you were truly yourself. You were truly your full essence. And that part of you got totally rejected. This is probably taking place sometime in middle school or even high school or earlier on when you were a child. You attempted to be and shine as your true essence of yourself. And many of you guys, if you tap into the heart, it will show you when that might be. Maybe it's around age 5 or 6. And maybe it was you were trying to express something about something you're really interested in. Maybe that was just rejected. So feel into that pain, though. Feel into that pain. It doesn't have to have a memory, but if you have a memory, feel into that and share it with the crowd if you want to. And really feel into that time when you were sharing and you were rejected. And it was like, no, that's not acceptable. Like who you are, that piece of you, it's not acceptable. I don't want any piece of that. Go away. Not for you. Yes. Ooh, yeah, that's an intense one. Okay, feel into it. Now, here we go. Now we're going to remove it, heal it, and seal it. So now here's the fun part. Now that we've done the painful part and realized what it is, now we're going to change it. You guys ready for that? Let's go. All right. I'm excited because I'm like, this shit hurts. Let's go into the heart space and let's just say, through the power of unconditional love, and you guys can repeat after me if you want, or you can say it in your mind, you can say it in your soul here, or you can just listen to me and allow these words to impact your soul, because I'm going to send it out to the collective as well anyways. Either way, feel into your heart with me. Through the power of unconditional love, here and now, I am ready and willing to release the wound around being my authentic self and expressing all that I came here on earth to express, because of fear that I might be disowned, not loved, and or not protected for being who and what I was. I now proclaim that I feel safe in my vulnerability, no matter what, and despite all of my authentic expression, I feel safe to express and to be and to cherish in my own heart and soul who and what I really am. Through the power of unconditional love, we shift this belief here and now, and we replace this belief in this wound with unconditional love. In the name of God, in the name of Jesus, let it be. Let it be so. Now you can see my body oscillating back and forth. That means energy is coming in, being received. And if you open to receive in this particular moment after hearing these words, you're going to receive the exact same energy. But what you got to be aware of and be willing to do is just release that which has held you back. Okay? So you can also say, I release that which has held me back from expressing and owning my authentic truth because of the fears that have presented themselves. Now, how many guys feel a little bit different? And how many guys can see a big change in the energy here generally just from saying those particular words? Let us know in the chat how you feel, what feels different, and how that feels in your heart space here and now. Paul Michelle says, yes. Dots Koki says, tell my father what I wanted to do for college and he shot me down hard. Yes, that's a difficult one for sure. That's a very difficult one. Rachel's got a cry face. I hope you're okay over there, Rachel. Dots Koki says, makes me want to bawl my eyes out. Sorry about that. But it's really good for healing. Okay, let's continue on and keep exploring. So if we go past down the heart, right, now you should be able to feel some energy flowing through. And if you go down past into the womb, the stomach, or the sacral, I want you guys to sit into that womb. Sit into that part of your stomach. Feel into the lower part of your body here. Okay. And I want you to ask, where is the energy? Where is the energy? God, source, the universe, power of all that is, was, and ever will be. Where is the energy that I need to flow and to move forward within my divine purpose? This is the question to ask your own body right now and ask your own soul. Where is the energy that I need to flow forward and to move forward within my divinity and my divine purpose in this particular moment? Now, what you might see, what you might feel, is that your energy, some of it may be inside of you, some of it may be outside of you. Some of it may be a little bit absent from being within your own vessel, being within your own soul. And I want you guys to say these particular words as you have one hand on your stomach, one hand on your womb here, and you say, through the power of unconditional love here and now, I choose to claim and I choose to utilize all of my God-given energy, all of my energy through love, through light, and through the universe. I proclaim and I claim my energy back within me now through the power of unconditional love. And here it is. And what you're going to likely feel is this energy coming back into your womb, back into your stomach, and it's going to want to go down into your legs. Okay, this is the collective energy that we're tapping into. Okay, not any one particular person, but the collective energy. And you're going to say, I claim this energy back within me now. You're going to open to receive. And through the power of unconditional love, I claim and proclaim the energy back to and within the collective here and now through the power of unconditional love. And so it is. And you receive this energy into the stomach, into the womb, and let it go and flow down into the legs. Just like that. And as you feel it start to oscillate or to vibrate down through your stomach, down through your womb, down into the legs, The last place to go, and this is going to seal everything, all the work that we just did, is going to be in the legs themselves, okay? Particularly the right leg for the collective here. Right leg, calf. Right leg, calf, okay? Calf and thigh. All right. So I want you guys to follow down any energy you receive from the stomach or from the womb in particular. And I want you to go down into the hips, down into the pelvic area, down into the right leg, and I want you to follow that energy down. And this is the last block collectively that we may have at this time in order to keep us from moving forward with confidence, with vibrancy, with unconditional love, and in our full purpose and flow. Thank you, Iris Girl. It's good to see you too. Chairlock's Heart says milk. Not sure what that has to do, but hey, I like milk. Milk's great. Let's go ahead and go into the legs now. So I want you to go down into the right leg in particular, go down to the right calf. And let's talk to the calf here. So if you go down to the right leg, go down to the calf. I want you to feel any of the energy there. It feels like a little bit of anger. Yeah. Collectively, it feels like a little bit of anger. It feels like a little bit of rejection there. Like a rejection of the part of ourself that would allow us to move forward. A rejection of the part of our power. A rejection of the belief within ourselves to be able to move forward and to accomplish or to attain. It's a very masculine, forward-moving energy. And for many of us, this part of our masculine, forward-moving, progressive energy is connected to darkness, or it's connected to a fear of being dark. It's connected to some part of us that we've associated as dark for whatever reason. This is just the feelings I'm getting. So if we go back down to the right calf, we feel into that, and we feel into the separation between our right calf and our bodies. And we ask this part of ourselves, what is it that you need in order to feel safe? What is it, right calf of mine, that you need in order to feel safe? What is the answer that comes to mind? For me, what I'm hearing is it's reassurance. Reassurance. Reassurance of what? Reassurance that I'll be safe. Good. So with the full expression of power, with the full expression of moving forward, the reassurance that we will be safe. So let's send that now to each of our right calves. So if you close your eyes, go into the right calf here. And we really feel into that power, really feel into that attachment to our right calf. And we say, through the power of unconditional love, we choose here now to release any resistance, any fear, and any rejection of our own power, of our own sacred power, to be able to move forward in love and in life. We proclaim and we claim back any and all of our parts of ourselves that give us the power to love and to live to the fullest extent and within our divine purpose as we possibly can. We share this and we say this as a collective united for anyone watching this video live and or recorded in the future. And we claim our power back into ourselves, and we release any resistance to utilizing that power. There may be one more fear actually to actually utilizing that power. Let's dive into that. The fear is that it will be used for something bad. So let's dive into that. So in your right calf here, what is the fear that we might use this for something bad? Because we've used it for bad in the past. This is, again, if you're tapped in here, if you're feeling into your right calf, this might be the fear that's coming up for you. The fear that something bad might come from the utilization of our full power. Nikki D says, oh my gosh, good morning from Australia. Just woke up. Did I miss anything? Not quite. We're going through a very different kind of in-depth bodily collective healing meditation of sorts. So exciting stuff. So let's go back in there and, okay, good. This energy is ready to release. So let's feel into why that fear is there, or what those bad things could have been that's caused us to fear our own power. And what the guides are telling me is that this may, again, also be from early childhood when you did something that offended someone, or that you were too much for someone, or that it was just like you did something that really turned off your power because it was either offensive or too much or just inappropriate. That's the word, inappropriate at the time. right? How many guys in school probably went through something where it was deemed inappropriate because you were moving forward too fast or doing something or expressing something? All right. So through the power of unconditional love and in alignment with the collective energy here and now, we proclaim and release through the power of unconditional love in God and Jesus' name. We release here and now the resistance or the fear that came through us long ago, that disconnected us from our power and ability to move forward because of what was deemed as inappropriate, too much, or excessiveness at that particular time, to be replaced and to be refilled with the power of unconditional love. We release and proclaim it now, and we reclaim our power back within ourselves. Good. 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 Okay. Let's check in. And again, I really have no idea where today's idea came from, to be quite honest. I think it was just something that happened in the moment. But how are you guys feeling? Let's check back in. How many guys felt that? And how many guys are feeling a little bit different in the heart, in the womb, and or in the right calf or the right side of your body? Let us know, or let us know what you experienced. Maybe some of you just experienced some weird feelings come up and or like, energy flowing, or you felt some deep trauma, or you had some memories come up. Let's check in and see what we experienced here. I've never really done anything like this before, so I don't know. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. And of course, it's kind of a weird or odd time to be going live. That's good. So Dots Koki said tingling and warm. Kristen McIndoe said love that and thank you. Feel so much lighter. Good. Awesome. Beautiful stuff. We've got Jade. We've got Inder. What's going on, Inder? We got Empress 11. We've got Nikki D in the YouTube chat, by the way. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. And good stuff, guys. Let's finish this up with some collective messages, and then of course by the end of this, if anyone wants a personal healing or personal reading, you can get one of those by donating at least $50, and the link for that is in my bio here on TikTok and on YouTube if you guys want a personal healing, personal reading for your particular energy. But let's get into some collective messages here while we got everyone here in the live stream. I really appreciate it, you guys showing up in the middle of your workday. Through the power of unconditional love, here and now, guides and angels, loved ones, masters, and wise ones, we are looking for the collective messages that people here and now need to know for their greatest and highest good. So we've got the Five of Wands here. There's a lot of different disconnected parts of ourselves right now that are trying to find alignment. There's a big balancing going on, right? Balancing act within society, within the collective, around different parts of ourselves, but also different parts of our lives trying to come into union, literally and or figuratively. If things feel a little chaotic, if things feel a little bit rough, or things feel like they're not quite lining up as smoothly as they possibly can, the message here is not to worry about it so much. Just know that this is a necessary readjustment or realignment to and for the energies going on right now, and also within your life. And right on cue, we've got the Justice card, so things are definitely balancing out. Now, the most important thing here with the Ace of Swords is to remember the truth of who you are, to remember deep down inside what you really stand for, and to remember and stand for what seems and feels right to you. Okay, that's the most important core that we can get to, that we dug into today for some of us in the collective here. Great Gatsby said, drinking up some feeling, guess I have some work to do. Dots Koki says, it's 7 p.m. in Nova Scotia. That's awesome. Perfect timing. And so long as we remember exactly what that core reason is, or that purpose is that we stand for, that will always guide us right. Now, the other thing is that some of us may be fighting with ourselves, or just chaotically trying to align in some way the direction we're going in life, or what we're building from the direction that we're going in life right now. And we're wondering what it is that we want to represent, what it is that we really stand for. And there may be some disagreements with parts of ourselves, or there may be, again, multiple parts trying to get the limelight or come out front on stage here. The message here, what the guides want to bring forth, is that there really isn't one part, or there really isn't one particular representation of who you are that is meant to shine or be built from, that you can represent to yourself or to other people around you. There are always meant to be multiple parts of who you are, but deep down, they want to specify that there's one core reason, one core purpose, one core value that each of us stand for, that we're really meant to shine forth from. So the question I have for each of you here and now, especially after doing some work in the deep levels of the sacral and the womb, is what is the core value, or what is the core essence of what you stand for here in society, here and for the world, and here in association with other people? And you'll know this by asking this question. When I see other people around me going through their life experience, what is it that I observe the most, that I have deep thoughts, feelings, and feedback for, that I can share generally with the world, that will help shift and grow the perspective? This is the thing. This is the conversation that is waiting for you right now. This is the conversation that is wanting to come out even more in the world at this particular time. And we have King of Swords and we have Nine of Pentacles, because right now it is about expression, and it's about expression in a different way. And as we just went through, right, the balancing act that's coming out is balancing different parts of ourselves, but also seeing which parts are really not fit for the true core essence of who and what you stand for. And again, this may feel a little hazy, or you may feel a little bit lost in discovering this, because there may be parts of you that have been lingering around that are starting to fall off the wagon, or just not really be represented as much, because the part who you really are now is so different, or so changed in a positive way, or so evolved, that other things that used to represent you or be in alignment with you are no longer there, are no longer the case. Okay. So it's around really honing in and being specific and being really focused on the unique aspects and unique aspects of who you are that will give you freedom, both literally and figuratively. And what I mean by that is literally the unique aspect of who you are and what you represent in society will create a way of freedom for you to live and express more of that to the world, because there's demand for the uniqueness that you are deep down inside. When you're able to tap into that particular core value that represents you on a deep, deep level, that particular core value will bring you freedom. And the reason why it will bring you freedom is because there's truth, and wherever there's truth, there's energy. And wherever there's energy, there's reciprocation and reception of that energy. And the reception of that particular energy will create a literal freedom, financial freedom for you to live off of. But it takes being very strong and being very disciplined in honing into exactly what that is, and being very strong with what it is you represent. Strength card here on the bottom of the deck, not letting anyone else interfere with the essence of who we actually are. Coming up here, middle of the spread, we got Page of Cups, we have the Devil card, and we have the Knight of Wands. And the Two of Pentacles. There's a lot of negative associations, I would say, with the term freedom, or the cost of freedom, or what it means to be truly free in our own lives, right? The devil seems, and darkness seems to be associated with us being free, or us expressing ourselves in a very free way. Oftentimes that is seemingly coming from a totally unrestricted space, and seemingly when people have this unrestricted freedom or space to express themselves in, sometimes it can be a little dark or a little selfish. And I feel that's really shifting and really changing in a big way, especially the month of June. For those of you guys who watched my collective astrology reading last Sunday, we talked about the fact that June is going to be a month where you're really embracing those inner dark parts of you and really reintegrating them in a way that allows the full expression of your power to be back and intact. So I really feel for those of you guys who feel that you are restricted in some sort of way, or the essence of freedom is truly not there as much as you'd like it to be, it may be around those hidden darker parts of you, or the fear around those darker parts that are restricting or keeping that fullness of expression from fully shining. And that is the question to dive into right here and right now, is what are the darker parts of you inside that you can feel and resonate with in this particular moment that you may be a little bit hesitant to fully express and to feel into and to bring out to the world, because those are the parts that will actually set you free in this moment. It's a little bit of a hesitancy to take that discovery journey into the self, and to really look at those parts that if we were to look at those parts, if we were to look at those desires, if we were to look at those aspects of ourselves that would allow us to be truly free, if we were to express them, it's looking at the parts that we could potentially lose in our life, that we are really attached to, that we really love and we really enjoy and associate with, and or that we'd feel bad losing if we were to go into those parts of freedom within ourselves. We have to know deep down inside that what's for us in our life, or what is truly meant to be with us for the rest of our life, will always and is always meant to be there, despite who we step into, despite what values we have, and despite who we evolve and or change into and or express deep within. And if we know that deep within, that we cannot lose that which is not meant to be with us for the rest of our lives, we will find that freedom to express and to be whoever it is we feel we were meant to be in every single moment. That is really the challenge and the aspects that we are taking back and integrating in this particular month of June. Two of Swords and the Death card. We have a question here. So we have J.A. Merlot says, what if the core values everyone tells you are doesn't align with the value you think it is? It's a really good question. I'm going to address that in just a second here, right after the reading. And they say, what if the core value everyone tells you are doesn't align with the value you think it is? I think what you're asking is if what everyone tells you that you are is not really what you actually are, it's not what you actually think it is. We're going to get into that. It's a very good question, because it leads into the last couple cards I'm going to draw here, which Two of Swords and the Death card is. The choice is really, are you going to conform or continue conforming to those parts of yourself that are more connected to what other people think of you or want for you than the truest authentic pieces of yourself? Because we see here the Death card and or Page of Pentacles, it's like giving up a piece of ourselves or donating a token of ourselves to others just because we think that that's what they think we are, as opposed to really being inside of ourselves. And so in this moment, if you were to tap into that energy and really call and claim back your true essence into your body and feel into that, and feel into what would happen if you were to claim back and express and be into that true essence, what would that really feel like, as opposed to what you may have been expressing prior to that, or who you have been expressing yourself as or to, or in what way prior to that particular moment? That is the question, and that's the choice that we all are going to have to face here in June and very soon. Finally, we have the Empress, the Hermit card, and the Five of Cups. So there may definitely be, internally and externally, pieces of ourselves falling off and parts of ourselves that are literally not going to exist anymore or dying off, or parts of ourselves that are going to feel sad, are going to feel rejected. There could be even people in our life that feel rejected from us because of our decisions, because of our choices, because of who we choose to be and who we choose to express ourselves as. And the message is right here and now, though there should always be compassion and empathy for those actions and those people as you make these changes and as you step more into who you really are, it should never stop or never slow you down from making those changes you know will put you in alignment with who you truly are. That is right now, here and now, the exact energy that we're all stepping into and grabbing back and being with in this moment. And it's not easy. It's not particularly pleasant, but it is the truth. And it is the truth of what we must become and step into if we're going to progress. Last 3 cards we have, and then we'll answer some questions here. 7 of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Queen of Wands. The power and confidence that we must display, or that we must bring out for the world, that's going to be on full display. With the Queen of Wands here, the Two of Cups, and the Lovers, is in its essence, as opposed to being the thing that everyone else around you wants to see, everyone else around you wants you to be, or what everyone else around you feels threatened by, that is the very essence that will draw you closer to the few people or to the person particularly in love and within divine counterparts that will bring you even closer together. The deepest fear that we may have in this moment is that if we really step into who we really actually are and the deepest essence of our power and all of our expression, that we will lose the one that loves us the most, or we will lose the person we were meant to be with, or we will not find the person we were meant to be with. And in fact, it's the opposite. It's that you will lose the people who were not ever meant to be there in the first place, and you will come closer and find your person even more quickly than if you were to stay conforming or shifting parts of yourself or limiting parts of yourself from being expressed that were not ever really truly you. So this is the death. This is the choice. This is the crazy shifts that are happening now and in this moment that we must face. A lot of balancing, a lot of chaos with this, a lot of integration, a lot of changes. And after this week, you may not feel the same. You may not feel like who you were the week before. And there are so many shifts and so many changes going on that it's really hard to keep track of all of them, I know. So my message for you is just to stay strong and to know that the only thing that you can really depend on in this life, as opposed to anything or anyone outside of you, is who you are and what you are deeply on the inside. And so long as you choose to be brave enough to express and to be exactly what it is you are inside, and to express that deep inside consistently, bravely, and in the face of resistance or rejection from people outside of you, that will always bring you home, and that will always bring you to your destiny and bring you to the person that you are meant to be with in love and relationship and partnership for the rest of your life. And no other thing but that. Particularly, and as the message on TikTok that I posted earlier said, particularly as things and systems and former things we used to depend on start to fall away. So anyways, that is my message for all of us at this particular time. That did not go anything like what I thought it was going to go in any way, shape, or form. But it is what it is, and it is from my heart, and it is channeled for all of us in this particular moment as to what the guides and angels would like us to know. So with that being said, I'm going to answer some questions for a few minutes here. Again, if anyone saw this and is like, hey, I want a personal reading right now, or I want a personal healing, you're definitely free to go get that. Link is in my bio to pay for that. It's $50 per healing or for a personal reading. And if not, we're just going to sit here and answer some questions. And I'll definitely be going live. I mean, I plan on going live throughout the week, either earlier in the morning, like 10 or 11, or later on at night. Thank you, Paula, for putting the donation tab there. But how are you guys feeling? What questions do you guys have from me? And what did you guys take away from those messages? I thought they were very interesting, very different. Esley, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Nikki D says, tingling and healing my lack of confidence. That's awesome, Nikki D. Thank you for sharing. Jade says, yes, do the fun part, of course. I don't know if we can consider those things fun, but definitely was something to do, right? I think There's a good chance most people are at work right now. So it's a good little discovery on my end. But, regardless, we'll see. Natasha, thank you so much for your donation. I'm so excited to get into this. Now, are you on Instagram, or not Instagram, on YouTube or on TikTok, Natasha? And are you looking for a healing or a personal reading? This is for Natasha. I'm going to wait for a second until she answers here. Great Catesby says life purpose and what is a good way to discover that? That's a really good question, Great Catesby. She says, I'm on TikTok this time. LOL. All right. Good. Oh, yeah. No, we did you last time. Okay, cool. So, Natasha, yeah, what are you looking for? Healing or personal reading? You are first up on the list, my friend. Thank you so much for your donation. And to you, Great Catesby 7, life's purpose, what is a good way to discover that? For you in particular, this is just kind of channeled for you. It's about writing in particular. Not your purpose itself, unless that resonates with you, but the guides are saying for you would be taking a pen and pad out and writing out your whole life story and seeing what it is within all those words that you can get out. Because what they're saying is that your mind has a lot of stuff, a lot of thoughts, and a lot of energy moving through it. And so to kind of disperse that or get it out on paper first is going to help your soul distill what is truly in there. And so they're saying it is there. They're saying it's very clear. It's ready to come out for you specifically. But when you write it out, it will become especially clear. So that's my advice for you. All right. So Natasha is up first, and she's saying, I'm not sure what I need. My issue is I'm feeling a lot of frustration with my person. Okay. So I'm just going to go in and channel and see what's going on in the situation, Natasha. So the first thing I'm hearing for you is just there's a disconnect. I'm not sure if I should be or if I'm self-sabotaging. Okay. All right, so let's just go into it. So the first thing is they're screaming sacral. So there's a bit of a disconnect between you guys. So the energy, instead of being attracted into each other, is actually repelling each other away. That's the first problem. Part of this is because, and I'm just going to say straight from your soul, straight from your guides, this is for Natasha. Part of this is because your soul knows that there's healing to be done. There's like stuff to be worked through, reflected on, just time that you need on your own. And you're not in a space energetically, romantically to be in his space, to be together right now. Doesn't mean in a relationship. It just means in each other's space, literally. Okay. I'm not getting that it's like breakup time or anything like that. No, not at all. Actually, it's more reflection time for you specifically. So they're saying they want you to, I don't know if you live together or what your situation is there, but they're saying, that's the thing. You'll feel bad, I'm sure. Like they're saying the problem is you'll feel bad if you say I need space or if I need to take time away. Or if you were to say that to him right now, he might be weirded out or might be weird or something like that. You're saying, don't worry about that. This will be worth it for you. And if you go take time and space in your own room, in your own some other place alone, and you sit with yourself and you really figure out what you want. For you, it's around what you want specifically. That's the block romantically. Because if you don't know what you want in life generally, you're also going to be blocked romantically. They're connected. They're in the same place in your body, same energy. Okay? So saying it has nothing to do with him so much as an individual. It has more to do with the fact that you just need some space and time to be with yourself right now. It's very important. They're showing me the Hermit card, and they're showing me you reflecting in your own space and taking the time to discover what you want in life, and then being very clear. So I see you coming out of that very clear, very open, and then from that space, redetermining your intentions with your person, with this person. Okay. From that space, you'll be able to know with much more certainty and much more solidity in your soul where you want to go, and also if it feels right for you. Right now, part of the confusion is for you too, Natasha, like your heart is open, like your heart is open and has love, but your sacral area is not. It needs an energy cleanse, like an energy to move through, so you can realize the truth and where it wants to go. It's about going forward. So the love is there. The love is there, so it's confusing because you're like, I love this person, like I want to be with this person, like this person's my everything. That's what I feel from your heart. But then the sacral is like rejecting it a little bit. And so it's not self-sabotage. It's more so, like you said, it's that frustration energy of like, why are things not moving smoothly or in alignment or moving forward, right? Like there's a little bit of friction there. There's a little bit of repelling there. So that will solve everything. She said, no, we don't. Okay, good. So in that case, if you don't live together, tell him you just need to be like, this is my recommendation. You can do whatever you want. My recommendation is you tell him you need to be on your own for a bit. Like just have your own space, because you need to self-reflect and you need to dive deep into your soul and just discover what you want. And if this is hard, or if this kind of freaks him out or something like that, just say, hey, I want to make sure that I'm ready and I know what I want moving forward for my own life. And I know that when I get into this space of knowing who I am and what I want, that things will be able to really move forward and progress for both of us, because right now they're not really able to. And, I'm sorry about that, but that's what needs to happen if we want to have the greatest opportunity to move forward. I wouldn't worry about it though, because it does feel like a very good and deep connection. Just from the heart center, it does. But it has more to do with where you're going and what you want in your life that's blocking the connection between you two. Okay. Let me just check in real quick. In addition to that, do you want any energy checks in your body that I can kind of see, or was that good enough clarity for you? Let me know in the chat here, Natasha, how that felt and how that resonated. If you guys want a psychic reading or a healing as well, you can definitely donate via Venmo or Cash App, and also or with the link in my bio, the first link in there. Okay, she says yes, please. All right, good. So yeah, let's go into her body. The first place that they draw me to, the soul draws me to, is right into the sacral. Right into the sacral. And I'm just getting this energy. I'm not sure. And Natasha, yes. So your question is it all me? I feel he's off. This has nothing to do. I'm not saying he's perfect, by the way. I'm not saying that, this is likely a mutual energy, by the way. But the way that you can do something about it is you can do this particular work inside of yourself. The reason why he feels off to you is because if the feminine energy or your energy is in this place of being unsure or not knowing where you stand within your own life and overall what you want, that will repel him away energetically. And energetically, he won't know what's going on, so he'll just kind of feel turned off, or he'll feel like he's distant, right? Like I'm guessing he's feeling, right, what it feels like is he's feeling distant from you, or he's feeling less connected to you, or he's having less desire to spend time with you, those types of things. In that particular case, yes. Even though there may be things for him to work on, I'm sure there is, the guides are directing me right to that spot for you. So when I go to the sacral, right, all I'm hearing is I'm not sure. Like there's this energy moving back and forth, a little bit of that chaos energy we talked about earlier. And so let me just kind of settle it in and ground it in, and then we can share the homework. So yeah, for Natasha, let's go ahead and bring that energy back into her sacral, good. Okay, now Natasha, I just want you to open up and receive. And the energy is going to come back into the womb here, the sacral, just like we did in the collective healing. Actually, this is exactly what's going on for you. So we're going to pull that in for Natasha. We're going to bring it in. We're going to bring it down around what she wants. Guides, angel, soul. We're going to answer what she wants. Good. Now to the throat. So the throat. Okay, so for Natasha, so that was the womb here and or the sacral. Now we're going to go to the throat chakra for Natasha. And this is where it's around what you want truly. Okay, good. All right, so the power here, so they're saying that the deficiency or the unsureness comes from not feeling fully confident to express what it is you want. To express what it is you want. Yeah, what it is you want from what it is you are in actuality. Okay, so we're going to smooth out. So let's go into the throat chakra here. And let's go ahead and clear out this energy of being able to express clearly and directly what it is you want from here's the difference, from who you are. That was the disconnect right there. From the truth of who you are, we're going to connect the throat to the sacral here. Connect the throat to the sacral here. And it is safe, Natasha, for you to express who you are and what you want from the truth of who you are. The truth of who you are. This was the feeling. There was a little bit of a lack of safety feeling from feeling safe enough to express who you are, what you want from who you truly are deep inside. Okay. So now, and then connecting the throat to the heart to the sacral, and that'll be the last thing here we do. So reconnecting here now the throat to the heart and to the sacral, to the power of unconditional love and Natasha here. Reconnecting the throat to the heart and to the sacral. Oh yeah. And then there was another part of you that was good, almost rejecting. Okay, so it's kind of a complicated, but we're going to reseal the circle. Almost your body was in some ways rejecting what you were expressing formally. So it was rejecting the part of you that was the essence of your expression. So now everything's going to be connected, and you should feel, and let us know how you feel, by the way, because we definitely want to know. So throat chakra down, and then the womb, we're asking it to receive. So please receive, all of Natasha's essence from what she expresses and who she is. And then feeling safe to move forward and to be all that she is through the power of unconditional love. We proclaim this in Jesus' name for Natasha. And to move forward with all and who and what she is. In her right leg, her right sides for Natasha. You are safe to be and to move forward with who and what you are and to express it in fullness, even if it causes disruption, sadness, or pain for the people around you. Good. 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 All right. All right. Good. So for Natasha, that's it. Okay. All right, Natasha, let us know how you feel. So a couple things we did there. So we reconnected the throat chakra to the sacral. The sacral represented the certainty of who she is and what she wants. The throat chakra represented her expression of who she is and what she wanted. But that throat chakra was disconnected from the truth or the certainty of who she is deep inside. So we reconnected, and then that womb part of her was also rejecting the part of her that was expressing. So there was multiple things, multiple disconnects coming up, moving forward. And then the other disconnect, the last one, was actually moving forward with all of herself connected and intact and expressing. So Natasha, let us know how you're feeling or what you felt there. My energy feels better, but I don't see myself figuring out what I want in life, which is scary. Don't worry about that. So now that your energy is aligned in that way, all you have to do is take the necessary action. That's the last thing we did. And what the guides are saying is you're going to have to express what you want and what you need. That's it. And if that, whatever that is for you, whether that's a trip in the mountains, whether that's just time and space on your own, whatever that is for you, you got to be willing to express it with confidence, with boldness, and to go ahead and do those things. And your guides will guide you through the rest. I promise you, they will help you to find who it is and what you are. Okay. Okay. But in terms of the energy work, right, the guide said those are the three things that needed to be reconnected. So thank you so much again for your donation. I hope that is helpful. And just know last thing I'll say for you, believe me, I know that your person, right, it's yes, there's things that he can work on in regards to what they're saying is his purpose. But the main reason the guides are clarifying that you feel off, or you feel he's off, is because of the work, is because of that disruption. Exactly. When the sacral is off in a woman, in a feminine, it throws her man off. Okay. And again, just speaking from personal experience, I am in a divine union, and this is something we talk about quite a bit, is, when the sacral's off, that is, in a woman and in a man, what magnetizes or draws in or gives that divine energy. And in relationships, when that sexual energy is disrupted or off or not in its true polarity, it loses its pull. And then there's disruption, and then there's frustration, and then there's repelling. So, Natasha, don't worry. That's going to, once you go take those action steps, that will definitely solve those issues. Okay? All right, be sure to email me at brandon.tobias888 if you have any questions. We do have our next person who donated, and I believe it's Inder, if I'm not mistaken. So, Inder, welcome back. It's been quite a while, my friends. Good to have you back here in the live stream. And I believe Inder is here on YouTube. So, Inder, let us know if you're looking for... You're welcome, Natasha. I hope it helps you, and I hope you feel better as well. So, Inder, this is for you. What is it that we can do for you today, my friend? Are you looking for a personal reading, or are you looking for a healing? Zainab Sama, greetings from West Africa, the Gambia. Awesome. All right, Inder says, what do I need to do to be with my counterpart, and when will it happen? And yes, a healing. I feel a heart area and right rib pain. Okay, awesome. All right, so we're going to do a healing for Inder because I feel that's most important. Remember, at $50, guys, you guys get a personal reading or a healing. So I need to know, is it personal reading? Is it healing? At the $120, it's both of them, personal reading and healing. And then the third one is personal reading and healing and top of the list, and that's $150, and that's a very generous donation. So I would appreciate that. Okay, so let's go into Inder's energy. So he's asking, what do I need to do to be with my counterpart, and when will it happen? And yes, healing. I feel a heart area and right rib pain. All right, so the first thing the guides are telling me with you, Inder, is it's around progression or feeling like you're progressing in life. There's a feeling in you that's absent of like moving forward or being able to move forward. It's something they're saying you've been very used to, or that you've been accustomed to, right? The feeling of progression or reaching goals or positive accumulation. And that at this time in life, there's something there that's missing. Okay, so we're going to dive in. I'm actually seeing right side for you, like right here in the shoulder area, or like right here, almost in the upper shoulder area that connects down to the rib cage. All right, so guides and angels for Inder here, for Inder's energy. What do we need to do? Oh yeah, okay. Feeling like you're not making any progress. That's the specific energy. I can feel it go all the way down your right side here. Okay. All right, guides and angels, let us restore this feeling of self-progression. Self-progression. So what they're saying is how to fix this, Inder, is you got to pull this energy in and find a way to feel self-progressed. Self-progressed. The problem here, or what has changed for you, is there's no more external validation or external certainty that you're progressing. Something shifted for you. I'm not sure what it was in your life, where now the validation or the feeling of progressing forward must come from within. It must be actually self-created or self-initiated. And that's going to look very different here. But I'm going to go ahead and restore that for you and let us know how you feel. Okay, so this is for Inder here and now. Let's pull this feeling back in of the self-progression to the power of unconditional love for Inder. We would like to restore here now the integrity and the certainty that he is progressing in the right direction from all the possible directions that he could possibly go, that he is progressing here and now with certainty, with love and unconditional love in Jesus' name in the right direction. We pull this into his sacral and his soul and to his true essence. and we bring back full alignment of who and what he really is through the power of unconditional love. We integrate this now with his knowingness as well. We connect it to his brain, so his brain can know what his true essence is and be able to represent that accurately and with happiness in the world. Okay. So there was a part of you, Inder, that because you didn't feel like you were, like there was not the external validation to make you feel like you were progressing, we shifted that feeling of progression internally to you, so that you can feel safe creating that, or you can have the solid direction from within, and then connected that to your true essence. So your true essence can tell you how to progress, and then connected that actually they show me to your brain so that you can represent that in the world with peace and certainty and happiness. Yeah, they're saying it's around self-identity. That was the crisis that was holding you back. There was too many different directions, too many different things you might have been pursuing or trying to do at the same time. And they're saying this all came from without. Okay, this all came from external things trying to draw you in different directions. So we're going to pull that back in once again. Now I'm going to go to your heart space as well. This is for Inder. Now this is going to be the recognition for who and what you really are, and the self-acceptance. This is what they're saying for Inder specifically. The self-acceptance and the love for who and what you really are internally in the heart space. Through the power of unconditional love, we command and open Inder's heart to love and appreciate that of who and what he is, fully and without hesitation or resistance. We release any and all resistances to accepting who and what he really is. We release any uncertainty towards being able to love and to accept who and what he really is. We let go of all the pain, all the sadness, and all the suffering internally in his heart here and now through the power of unconditional love, to allow for the true essence of who and what he really is, and love and God to enter his heart should he choose it. Inder, and this is where I have to ask the question because the guides are alerting me, is this something you choose to accept and to receive into your heart space, my friend? I know you're on YouTube, so it'll take a second to respond. Before I progress further, they want me to ask you, is this something you accept into your heart, which is the essence of true love, unconditional love, God, and your true essence? I can't do that without your express permission. He says yes. All right, let's go for it. I'm so excited for Inder. Good. All right. Good. All right, so we here now through the power of unconditional love command the presence of true love, unconditional love, and God's presence to enter into Inder's heart, for his heart to open to receive and to accept all of what he truly is, ever was, and ever shall be, and for this essence to merge with his soul and his body and to change his entire experience to be in alignment with his higher self and within his truth. We restore upon Inder here and now the powers of certainty, the powers of progression, and the powers of assurance for himself and for the world, that which he really truly shines and is special at. And that's it. Good. Okay, Inder, a couple things I need to share with you, my friend. First of all, thanks for your donation. I hope that was helpful. Let us know how you feel in the chat, if you felt anything flowing or changing or shifting right side or in your heart. The issue was... Let's not start with the issue. Let's start with the good part. The power in which you have in this world is to be able to assure people very strongly about who they are, what their strengths are, why they're here. Like you are here to assure with certainty who people are in a time and place where they need that the most. They need you in that way the most. That's your strength. That's your core essence. That's what God and the angels just showed me about you. In order to get to that place, you had to be sure about who you are and what your self-identity was and where you were going, and also have the reassurance of your own self-progression, your own self-validated progression internally, and to know that from your soul and from your brain. So anyways, we restored that, and now, from what I can see, you are free to do your purpose and to help assure people that they are in their path, they are in their truth, and that they are progressing forward. and also if they are not, to help to realign them. That is your true essence, your true gift from what I just saw and read in your heart. Okay? Inder says, damn, that was bang on. Things are moving around, still feeling different. Happy, thank you. Awesome. Good job, Inder. Good job. I'm very happy and proud of you. Thank you so much for that donation. I hope that changes your life. And of course, if you need help or questions integrating, don't hesitate to reach out at brandon.tobias888@gmail.com. Okay, guys, that is everyone who signed up for a donation today. Oh, Kimberly's just donated as well. Let me just double check and see here and make sure. Maybe I probably missed it. Oh, yes. So Kim, thank you so much for sending a donation. Kim Bernard is next. So Kim, welcome to the live stream. I don't know if you've been watching this whole time, but what can we do for you today? Do you have a personal question or personal reading for channeled advice, or do you want a healing? Let us know in the comments. And thank you again for your donation. Betsy Cleary says, boy, I need to work on that also. How many guys are watching this and you're like, gosh, this is relating to me as well, and, you know, I feel I'm benefiting from the healing that's going on for individuals. Can you do energy work with my boyfriend and I, please? We have intimacy issues. Okay. All right. There's a couple things here that I have to just be clear about, Kimberlyn. As a healer, as a guide who works with light, she can relate. Awesome. I cannot move forward. I cannot channel. I cannot heal without someone's permission, particularly if it's going to change their experience of life. So my question for you is your boyfriend present with you and or saying yes or agreeing? If not, it's okay. Whoops. If not, it's okay, because I can likely make all the changes in a positive way in your heart and in your soul that's going to force him to do the same, because it'll kind of trigger that within him. Can you ask his heart? You know what? Yeah, I can actually. Let me see what happens here. Let me just pull this. Let me check in with the souls, okay? I'll check in with the souls, the higher self, and see what they say. If they say just do Kim, then we'll do that. If they say it's okay to do some of the work with your person, can you tell me just your person's first name? That's all I need to check into the identity and the higher self and the soul. Just the first name. Doesn't need to be the last name. Also, let me plug my phone in real quick so my phone doesn't die. Inder says, you're in your truth, Brandon. Oh, thanks, Inder. Appreciate that. You see, I told you you're an assurer, a reassurer. Hello, everyone. I love how this camera follows me around. All right. There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Hi, Ryan. If you're struggling, let's get you on the list for a healing or a reading, whatever it is you need to know. Link to donate is in my bio. I've probably got time and space for a few more at most. Jeff, okay. So let me know if you want to move forward, but link to purchase a $50 donation or more to get a healing or a reading. Link is in my bio and TikTok and or pinned at the top of the YouTube chat. So let's get right after. So his name is Jeff. Okay, Jeff. Serious, strong dude. Very serious, strong dude. So the exact request here, can you do energy work with my boyfriend and I, please? We have intimacy issues. Okay. All right. All right. Requesting a presence here with the higher self of Jeff. All right. The first, they're already sending me information. So, and I don't know if you're going to know what this is, but they're telling me that one of you made a choice that the other one was not in alignment with. And I'm hearing maybe that choice has to do with getting vaccinated I know that's like a buzzword. We're probably going to get banned. Hopefully not. No, we're not going to get banned. That's the first thing, and I have no idea. So I feel in the heart. So here's where the disconnect lies, Kim. In the heart space, one of you made a choice the other did not agree with. That really shifted things in the heart space. So much so that it almost it's not allowing you to connect anymore. It's not allowing you to really connect with love, like with true deep love for each other. Like it feels really disgruntled, like it feels really chaotic and or just disconnected there. Let me just channel and see for that for Jeff here, the higher self here. So Jeff connected to okay. So here's what I just got now. What Jeff just told me is that he made this choice. He made a choice, and I'm not sure what choice he's referring to prevent him from needing to move forward. That's what I just heard. Can you tell me more, Jeff, about what's going on? He's saying, I don't want to move forward anymore. I don't have hope for the future and or my future, his future. So there was a choice he made to keep him from having to risk moving forward. Can you elaborate a little bit more, Jeff, and just see, do we have permission to do any sort of work from your higher self onto your heart? No. Gosh, I'm really sorry. It's very strong. What his self just told me was that what's happening is by design in his own space, in his own heart. I know this may be a hard message to hear, but that the disconnect that's happening has nothing to do with you as a person. It has everything to do with a personal life choice he made on a soul level by design to keep him from moving forward. So what it's created in sorts is a situation where you are then left to make a choice of whether you're going to move forward and leave him behind or stay. Now, I understand how difficult this may be. It's exactly what and where the collective energy in the reading was mentioning was that sometimes our decisions for our highest good or our highest healing must necessarily involve, thank you, Jay, for your donation, disrupting, hurting, or letting others around us struggle and or come to a halt. They're saying this is your life and soul path decision as to whether or not you are willing to make that shift, make that sacrifice to move forward and to allow what is necessarily needing to occur to happen. And here's the unfortunate truth that I have to share with you is like his heart, his soul has decided he does not want to move forward anymore. So if you want to progress forward in your life and move and evolve, he will not be coming with you. Yes, thank you, Jay. Just in a minute when we're done with here with Kimber, with Kim. So when it comes to Jeff here, is this decision final? Is this exactly what? Yeah. Okay. All right. Now let's focus here on Kim, because I know, Kim, this is like just probably crazy, not something you want to hear. Trust me, I don't blame you. When it comes to Kim, is saying you must be willing to choose between yourself and what your heart really wants, or what your heart really feels inside. So it's this interesting progression between your heart really feels for him, your heart is really connected to him or wanting to connect with him, and yet the other part of your soul is wanting to move forward, is wanting to evolve and to progress. And it's this sort of impossible situation where you're having to choose between your path and your evolution and what your heart really wants. Okay. So, and this is where I have to check in with you and ask permission. The only thing that I can do with, what is possible and what powers I have accessible is to be able to cut the cord, or the connection heart to heart between you and Jeff, so that it can necessitate your movement forward and progress and evolution, and allow for Jeff to essentially live with the inner soul decision he made in his life. But doing so, obviously, the repercussions of doing that would pretty immediately start to repel you guys away. Instead of trying to make it work and having the willpower to come together and to be together with each other, it would almost immediately start to repel the other away to a different direction. Yeah, I sense that, because it's almost like you guys have been really trying to do this for a while, a good amount of time, or a while, but there was really no separation, because it was almost like, but it's like every time I see your hearts come together, it gets all, really, it's not able to connect. It's not able to remesh. So, with all that being said, I will leave it to you. I'm obviously, of course, willing to do that and help if you want. Okay, so I can't cut cords yet. Can you do energy work on me then? Okay. Yes. So the place I'll go from here is the head. Without touching the heart, because if I were to go into the heart, that's okay. Yeah, your soul's not ready. Your heart, I feel your heart's not ready for that yet. But what we'll do is we'll go to the head and we'll go to the sacral there. And then that's just something to really sit with and to wrestle with and to feel into. So yes. So what is it around the head? The connection to the heart. Okay. It's so funny. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect the head here to the heart, so the head can perceive what is going into the heart, because the head was a little bit disconnected or off or outside of what the heart really is feeling inside. Okay. And then the sacral, to know the other option of where to go and what to do. These are the two things we'll go into. Okay. All right, to the power of unconditional love, let's focus on the head of Kim here. Yes, receiving on one end, you're receiving these divine downloads, and your crown chakra is really open. I can see that coming in. But then the heart area, it won't go. So we're going to bring that in. All right, to the power of unconditional love, we are reconnecting Kim's heart and her crown chakra, and or her brain or her head. Specifically her crown, so her connection to source can be reconnected with her personal heart, and she could have the knowledge and wisdom that she knows, combined with her heart and her soul and her connection to source. She can believe and feel and trust into. Oh yeah, a lot of pain there. It's going to be reconnected. You can let it go. You can let it go. You can let it go for Kim. You can let it go. Go the resistance. There we go. Good. All right, so there's still going to feel a little bit of pain when you try to connect down from the head to the heart. I'm going to see if I can kind of open it up a little more. But what this is going to do, Kim, is it's going to bring you your energy straight into your heart, which is going to, it's going to be a little bit painful when all this starts to hit. The power of unconditional love, opening Kim's heart to receive and connect to the crown chakra within her brain, throat, and to release the inner hesitancy, resistance, and pain to the truths she must decide upon and choose that are best for her own soul and life path. Good. Through the power of unconditional love and in Jesus' name, allow her to see clearly the decisions and choices she must make moving forward, and the choices that she must be prepared to face. Good. Good. Now we're in, and it's more of a neutral, but it's definitely an awareness here into the heart. Okay. So yes, receiving that connection to the heart and the brain. Okay. So that will be for you. So what we did, we connected that to the heart. That will be for you to feel into. Okay, you got to feel into the heart with this. And then your brain and your heart will now be connected. So your head will recognize and know what your heart is saying, as opposed to having two different knowledges. Last part we'll do is the sacral here for Kim. The power of unconditional love, connecting to Kim's sacral here and now. And this is around her doingness. Yeah, what she's here to do, where she needs to go, who she needs to be, her true divine essence, sitting in the seat of her soul. We're going to bring her back into the seat of her soul through the power of unconditional love, and in Jesus' name, back into the seat of her soul, back into the seat of her soul, back into the seat of her soul. We need you to come back into the seat of your soul here, Kim. Start to rest and receive. Good. There we go. Good shift. So I did see, I did not do anything with the heart cord. Okay. I did see just incidentally, a different cord that was connected to the sacral, just evaporate. Okay. So I left the heart intact as you requested, but the sacral cord that was being drawn out, or drawing yourself out of yourself and kind of confusing what it is you're here to do and who you are, and sitting in the seat of your soul, that we reconnected in. Okay, so that feels good. Also a little bit on the right leg here, so I'm going to reconnect sacral to the right leg. This is for Kim. Don't know where to go, don't know who to be. So now that we're going to restore who you are, where you're to go, where you need to go, and who you need to be. Bring it back in, bring it into full alignment and flow. Good. Allow that energy, divine energy, to flow from her sacral and her heart down into her right leg of doingness, and to free her from restriction, to free her from holding herself back, and to allow her to, should she choose it, move forward into her divine and sacred destiny. In Jesus' name, and so it is. Okay. Guides and angels, is there any more we can do? Good. Okay. So, yeah. The last one. So I would say, obviously, the biggest and the last one that will be for you when you're ready on your own time will be the heart. So your energy is still, there's still more to do, but that would be in the heart, and that would be really bringing you back into the connection with self. And yes, it will definitely carry those consequences when you're ready to do that, and that will definitely be a process. But if you're not ready, I totally understand. So I'll ask you one more time, and just feeling into your body and seeing if it's right for you. Would you like for me to go into the heart, heal and or disconnect from any cords that are needing to be released or not. Just let me know for sure. And if not, we can continue on. And if so, I'll go ahead and take care of it. And next up is Jay, by the way. Cami there? I don't know if she's still here. If she is, I'll wait for an answer. But next up would be Jay. So Jay, I want you to start thinking if you're looking for a personal reading or personal healing on for the service here today. You're welcome, Kim. You're welcome. My question for you is that your final answer? You don't want me to go into the heart and take care of the cords? Are you good with that to take care of that on your own, or would you like me to finish out the healing? That's the last thing the guides and angels are saying. It's her choice. It's on her, but that would be the last thing to really fully reconnect all of her energy. So we can do it now, or you can totally wait until you feel ready and the time is right for you. Okay, awesome. Good job, Kim. Shoot me an email, brandon.tobias888@gmail.com. If you have questions or you need help with that, I'm happy to help you integrate. But good luck with everything, and thank you again for coming on and setting a donation. All right, so yes, and someone asked, it's Lizette, do you still have time to accept donations for healing reading? Yes, I do. Probably got about 20 minutes left here. So we've got Jay up next, and if you guys want to, last calls here, donate here for reading or healing. Link is in my bio. It's $50 or more. And also in the YouTube chat at the top of the questions. So, all right, J.A. Merlo says, reading. All right, Jay, what kind of reading, what kind of question do you have for me? Are you looking for a general channel reading, or are you looking for a particular question? And thank you, by the way, my friend, for the donation. I really appreciate it. We're going to start shuffling, getting ready for Jay regardless here. Make sure we're ready. Guides and angels, loved ones, masters, and wise one for Jay. Ooh, good. Jay, your energy is quite magical. That's the first thing they're saying. There's a lot of magic in your soul. A lot of magical energy. Okay. They're saying you are quite a transformer of energy. Okay. Jay, if you're watching this, do you have a question for me, or you want a personal reading here? Or a personal general channeled reading? Or any particular question you have? All of the above. All right, Jay, I'm going to start reading for you. And if you send a question in, or if you get something in, I'll shift the reading, or I'll direct it to that. But, you know, maybe they'll align here. So this is, okay, good. So Jay says, general, just a little lost with career and love. All right, good. It's for Jay. The first thing they're showing me here, man, and it's right here in the heart. And forgive me, I don't know if you're a man or woman, but regardless, they're showing me it's around belief in your own self, okay? Not just self-acceptance, they're saying, okay, because you've done a decent job at that, but the belief in yourself, okay? The belief in your own power. That's the main thing that they're showing me is like lacking a little bit, is the strength and the will and the belief in your own power, okay? Something may have happened to you that dictated, whatever you can pick up, good. Something may have happened to you that dictated like a lack of belief in yourself. Like maybe you lost your confidence, you lost your edge, or you lost that part of you that really defined parts of your confidence. Let's go ahead and see and pick up what happens here. But they're saying the biggest thing that we want you to learn in this lifetime, Jay, is around the continuous, persistent belief in your own self, in your direction, in your power, and your ability to impact people in a very positive way. Believe me when I say, my friend, your soul has a lot of energy to be able to transform the perspective and the insight that people have in their life. Your power, your words, you definitely do. They're showing me a picture of your soul connected, the magic energy in your soul that we picked up being connected to your expression. And so through your expression, transforming specifically in a magical way the perspective or insight, the way people look at things. This is one of the gifts that you have inside. And they're saying to really just to know that. They just want you to take that in, just know that. Like, that's a very special engine that you have. All right, so this is for Jay. Yeah, so Sun card comes out first. They want you to free yourself more, man. If I keep calling you a guy, they want you to free yourself. They want you to free up your expression. They want you to, almost as if when you were younger on, they're saying when you were younger on, you had quite an ability to express yourself in a happy way, a carefree way, a way that people really just enjoyed. It's almost like you were a ball of joy, a ball of energy for people that people really just enjoyed being around and had a very good time with. And they're saying there was this way of being you had, or that you were, and that you still are, but that you forgot or you don't see right now, that really just improved the quality of people's day. And again, transformed the way people really see things. I do feel like you're very different. Like you don't fit in quite so well with people. Like you're a very different individual and unique personality and soul. And that somewhere along the way, this got lost, like this, or the confidence in that differentness got lost. And I just keep seeing you in childhood. Thank you, Rebecca, for your donation. And I keep seeing you in childhood, getting discouraged along the way. And I do feel it has to do around love. Like love in some way or shape or form affected you in a way that made you double or triple think your power. It's almost like rejection has really hurt your soul. Rejection has really hurt your soul in a way that you haven't fully recovered from, right? So we have this Nine of Wands and the Sun card of your authenticity, your happiness, your shining, but then there's this hesitancy, there's this fear of fully expressing it because it's almost like you're unsure of how to shine again, or if that shining will be done in the right way. It's like, here's the message for you, my friend. The sun doesn't shine by thinking about what other people want from it or how it should shine. It just shines. It just shines exactly as it is every day, consistently, without hesitancy and without thought. And that is exactly what they want you to do. Is they want you, they know, they're saying you've been through a lot. They know that you've been put through the ringer. They know that you've went through these experiences or experience where it really affected your self-confidence. But they're saying they want you to step back into it and really give it that next, thank you, Lizette, for your donation. Give it that next chapter of commitment and persistence to move forward. That's really what I'm feeling deeply here. Almost to fight for the power and strength in who you are. Okay, in who you are. Okay. Fight for who you are. Fight for the opportunity to be seen as well, to be recognized, and to receive the opportunity from the universe. There's a part of you too that might be down on yourself and say, well, I don't know if I really deserve, an opportunity to be seen or an opportunity to receive money, or I don't know if who I am really is able to do that or should be doing that. And God is right here saying you absolutely do, but you have to be willing to fight for it. You have to be willing to really have confidence and step in and shine as and what you really are. You can't hold that back anymore. Even though you may have had experiences in your life that may have subconsciously told your soul that you're different, or it's not good enough, or it's not supposed to be like that, or it was not really the truth. Karen, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it. Or something of that sort. Okay. Also, I see here that you are likely involved in a soul connection of some sorts. Okay. I don't know who this person is. Two of Pentacles here, where that in particular really kind of, well, it kind of scared the shit out of you, or it just made you really hesitant to move forward. I feel you're in the process of moving forward, but it's been a long and arduous process to step out of that state, maybe of just self-deprecation or even depression. I feel like maybe this person walked away from you, or there were words said, or there was some type of leaving here, and that this was most definitely not a good connection. The words of assurance here I want to tell you is that if you're either in or were in a situation with someone where they left you, you left them, there was separation, that was not your connection. That was not a true connection. It was a toxic connection. And I understand there's probably love there, there's probably care there, there's probably hurt there, but it was not the person for you. It was not ever meant to work out or to be something. Don't let this connection and what happened within this connection stop you from shining and expressing all that you really are. And don't let this person's opinion of you, or what their perceived opinion of you is, stop you from expressing all that you want to express and are. This person likely made you shift yourself to be in a certain light or be in a certain way of being that was acceptable for them. That is no longer who you are. And it's never really who you ever were. But now you can step into being who you actually are for the first time since that time. Yeah. Okay. So there you are, right there. As I say it. So you do have a person. They're just not here yet. They're in the future. This is the last row here, so it's in the future. You have a future. Here's what Spirit wants me to tell you. You have someone who is a divine connection, strong presence for you, strong partnership for you that builds with you and supports you. Here's the key. Supports you in the work that you do. Supports you in the person that you are, and supports you in the direction that you must go. Okay? In all that you are here to express authentically, this person's here to support you. There will be a time, and that time is now. They're recommending to be just on your own, not in love, not accepting any cups, and to really pursue your light, your happiness, your light, and who you authentically are. And you will find that person in time when you have pursued that enough. Right now, they're saying it's the toughest time to get out of, which is this somewhat depressive state of sadness and or just like, regret and wondering and just like, doubting, that type of energy. They're saying there's no need to doubt anymore. You have an amazing future. You just have to persist through this time and be willing to shine and express everything you really are, as opposed to what you may have limited yourself to believing about yourself. Okay. Cannoli 64, I do read cards. Indeed, I do. It's one of my things, I suppose. Jay, that was for you. I hope that was helpful. Thank you again for your donation. Let us know how you feel and if that resonates with you in the comments below. And I really appreciate you choosing to work with me. And I hope that was life-changing for you, because you have an amazing future, an amazing person, and you've got an amazing talent to really shift people's perspective. So I'm excited for you. Keep us posted, please. Keep us posted. Okay, so next up on the list, let's keep on moving. So thank you again, Jay. Next up, we have, oh my goodness gracious. We have way more. All right. So I didn't realize we're going to get so many readings. I'm going to have to cut it off at that with where we're at, because I do have a meeting here at 5. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the options here to buy a reading. So sorry guys, for anyone else wanting to get a reading, we will be Jay says, as I'm sitting here doubting. I know, my friend, it happens, believe me. So if anyone wants to sneak in a little donation, you have like 10 seconds to do it before we close the list down, because I will have to be going at 5 p.m. All right, let me just make sure it is down. Oh my gosh, what the heck? It's so weird. It's not letting me log into my, there we go, my link tree. All right, next up on the list, though, after Jay is Rebecca. Hey, welcome back, Rebecca. I love that we have so many repeat clients here. It means a lot to me, to be honest with you. All right, so we're taking down all the donation options and the Shopify options. Those are officially down and out. All right, so the list is closed for now. But we will definitely be going live throughout the week, and my goal is to be going live at like 10 or 11 a.m. MST. So definitely be sure to go to my profile, hit that bell button, and hit live, all notifications for live. That way you guys never miss another live again. But yes, for today, donations are officially closed out. Okay? And we're going to go ahead and remove that in the YouTube description as well, so no one has the link to be able to buy anymore. Okay. So, Bex Co. Welcome, Rebecca. Hi, Brandon. Putting this here now for when you get to me, as I know there could be a delay. Could you please provide further guidance on where I might live once I move forward with leaving my partner, and a possible time frame of when I might leave my job and we sell the house? Thank you so much for everything. All right. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Let's get into it. Exactly. All right. So the first thing is, Rebecca, for you. You're amazing at what you do. That is why. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay. All right. So here, this is for Rebecca Co. So the first thing is before any of this can progress, there's going to be a lot to get through. And I know this isn't going to be the easiest to hear, but they just want me to tell you, like, there's going to be a lot of stuff to face, like conflict, hard conversation, strength, determination. Like, there's going to be a lot of lingering conversations, lingering just energies to get through, so that things can move forward. So the first thing that they want me to share with you, Rebecca, is they want you to face it head on. Whatever that conflict is, I sense it's around conflict, right? 5 of Wands here energy. They want you to face that conflict head on and be willing to go into the conflict, to create conflict. All right. I know that sounds counterintuitive and not something a light worker guide would say, but in this particular case, you must be willing to create conflict in order to create your path and your destiny. This is where, and if you're going to be aligned with your truth and be able to move forward succinctly, it's around going into the pit of your sacral soul here and really, facing that strength, that conflict, that determination in what you want and where you are going. That right there. Now, what they're telling me is the reason this is all happening, okay, on a deeper level, is because your soul or karmic lesson is to learn how strong you are, like your strength and how powerful your spoken determinations are. So they're telling me that once you go in and you really speak this out and you really are firm with it and you speak it out and you're sure of it and you're certain and all those things move like that. They move like that. Okay, they just move forward out of nowhere. But before you can do that, right? It's around facing. It's around facing that, the need to create that conflict and that disconnection. Yeah, there's a necessary. What I see here is like an entanglement in the sacral area. An entanglement that would create that internal conflict or a little bit of hesitancy to disconnect. Yeah, that's the energy. It's wanting to disconnect, but it's kind of stuck here. That's what I see. Now, the reason why things aren't, and I'll give you time frames in a second here. She said fun. I know, so much fun. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will definitely get you guidance on where you're going to live. Possible time frame of when I might leave my job and we sell the house. Thank you so much for everything. Okay, so what they're showing me is because of this like entanglement in the sacral that's happening between you and your person at this time, until it disconnects from itself by facing that conflict and causing this disconnection verbally with your strength, certainty, and determination, you two can't move forward. Life can't move forward. Okay, life can't happen because the two of you are in this entanglement. Now, my point is, once you separate from that disconnect, now you can receive the divine energy to be able to move forward in a much lighter way. What's going to happen is your whole soul, your whole body is going to lighten up. And once it lightens up, you're going to feel like as light as a fly, going with the wind and moving forward really fast. And it's all going to be divinely guided. Believe me when I say this is one of the deepest, strongest, most important lessons of your entire life, Rebecca. And because of that, when you pass it, when you really go for it and you're strong in it, the universe, God, the angels will literally just set it all up for you. Okay, so that's what I need to tell you there. In terms of selling the house, it's going to take a while. I don't know why I'm getting that, but they want to emphasize the selling of the house will take a while. Part of the reason for this is because, unfortunately, it will cause a continued need for interaction with this person, with your current partner, in order to continuously reaffirm or to remind you of why you made the decision in the first place. What they're saying is, after you make this initial move, your soul will need continuous reminders. And it's when you come back together occasionally to deal with this in a joint way that you are reminded why you made that decision to disconnect in the first place. And so what they show me is about 6 months or so for selling the house, depending on when you make the decision to disconnect. Okay, so that's kind of where it's variable, but they're saying once that happens, about 6 months from now. Now, in terms of where you're gonna potentially live, and again, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but the first thing they told me was Alaska. They're showing me Anchorage, Alaska. I don't know if you've ever been to Alaska or if you have any desire to do that, but they're showing me Alaska here. Any other possibilities in case she doesn't want to go to Alaska for Rebecca? So I just keep hearing in the wild. Okay, so what they're saying is it's very important for you to find a place where you're able to be somewhat isolated and able to be what they're calling, in a somewhat joking way, but in your natural habitat, which seems to be some type of like wilderness or like natural environment where you can really be at home in your roots and your power. They're saying this is where your power place is, in the wilderness with roots and in, I don't think it's a jungle or anything like that, but just in and amongst the fullest expression of what nature can provide around you. That's exactly what they just showed me. They're saying this really gives you the energy and strength to continue on and to be firm with where you're going. Okay. So they showed me Anchorage, Alaska. And Alabama. That's the other one. And again, super random. And I know that's in the South and things like that. Anchorage, Alaska, and Alabama. Is it in the United States? Yes, it is. All right. Not Canada and not anywhere else. They want you, for some reason, in the United States. What they're showing me is your root is connected here to the United States. And I forget exactly where you're from. I don't know if you're from the United States, but I'm seeing this. I'm seeing your root connected to the United States specifically, or this continent, okay? This area of land. And so you have a power place here. You have a foundation here to really connect to. And they're showing me part of you merging with the earth. So that's a beautiful picture. But because it's really power, it gives you power. Okay, so more fun stuff to look forward to. And then, the job thing. No, the job thing's going to be the job thing out of everything is the easiest. That's going to be just, they're saying almost automatic once you decide to make the changes. It's to disconnect it, okay? To face the conflict, face the strength, face the certainty with your decision, and to disconnect. They're saying that in itself is enough to say the job is done. Like, the job is done. I'm not going back. So what my advice is to you is focus on that first. Focus on creating that conflict and disconnecting first. Creating a plan for selling the house, of course. And then creating a plan if you need to move or wanting to move for yourself, moving. And once those things are created and set and determined, the rest will take over. You just got to at that point step foot into it and allow the universe to take you. The one last thing I'll share with you, Rebecca, is God and the universe want to help you and work with you and send you where you need to go. But your soul must learn to state that, determine that, and then take the step into that. The rest they will take care of. Okay? Yeah, and it's going to be a little rough for you, but I think it's going to be really good. So give me 1 second, drop my cards. Okay. Thank you again, Rebecca. I hope that is helpful. I know it's a little bit of a rough reading here. But that is definitely the conflict that must be faced. All right, last two, we have Lizette and Karen. Thank you guys so much for your donations. Bex, of course, let us know how you are feeling and what you're excited for moving forward, if that sounds like something you'd like to step into. Okay, so last two, Lizette. Lizette, are you here? Lizette and then Karen will be our last two, and then I got to run for now, guys. Just in time for my meeting. And Lizette, thank you so much for the $55 donation. And Lizette, let us know if you are on TikTok or YouTube. And or if you are present. Spacey11 says, it's the power of 369. I love that. Yes, Lizette, of course you can. She says, may I please get a healing? Of course. Let's put these cards down and get into the energy. All right, Lizette, is there anything specific that you would like for me to take a look at? Or do you just want me to go in and see what's going on and what we can smooth out here? I always got to work off permission. Awesome. You're on TikTok. Beautiful. And thank you for sharing your question. Is there anything specific that you're looking for in terms of your healing, or just looking for a general healing to go in and kind of see what's going on? Please go in and see. All right. Okay, this is for Lizette. It's Lizette 05. All right, the first thing, and they were already saying before you said, but they want me to go to the head. And I feel like there's a wondering here, or they're saying a wandering or a wondering of who you are, where you're going. There's a lot of different possibilities. There's imagination here. And there's a little bit of a space there, or a spaciness connecting from the head down into the soul. And what they want, or what they're advising that we do, is we bring the energy down the front, because what they want to do is connect the imagination, the thoughts, and the wandering or the wondering down into the knowing. Okay, good, the knowing. So they want me to connect to your, basically this part of your head to your essence of your body, your soul. Yeah. And overall, though, what I can say, Lizette, is your energy feels pretty good. It's a little bit up here. That's it. A little bit up here. We're going to bring it in and see what we find here. So angels and guides, loved ones, master one for Lizette. Yeah, let's go up here into the crown chakra. We're going to bring this down through the top of the head. So we're going to bring this down through the top of her head. Out the spoken mouth, out the spoken word to the mouth. Okay. It's okay. Lizette, it's okay to receive the possibilities as they are and to connect them to the essence of who you are. We have to bring down the essence of who you are into your body, into your soul, through your mind, through your neck. It's okay to receive the essence of who you are and the possibilities and to really see them into reality. Ooh, good. Good. We just brought that down for Lizette. And we're going to open now the body to receive even more of the divine insight. Yes, and your body's got to be, okay, so your body's got to be open to receive now the divine energy and the divine insights for the first time. Okay, let's open her body to receive the divine energy, the divine insights that wants to come through, and open it up even more for the energy to circulate. Good. There we go. There we go. And we're going to open it up even more to receive, to maximize the flow. And to replenish. This is for Lizette. We need to replenish her energy, her mind, her soul. Good. Nourish. Good. And to clear the uncertainty or the fog from her brain. To clear the uncertainty and the fog from her brain. This is why I was disconnected in the first place. There was a fog in the brain here. We're going to clear that fog out. We're going to clear the fog in the brain out for her to be able to see, think, and define clearly how she sees the world and what she is in connection to the world, and bring out the value of what she is within the world, to open people's eyes to the truth. Good. All right, Lizette, there's one more thing we got to do. It's on the right side here, right shoulder. Your gift, because you have a very thoughtful, imaginative brain and space, what we needed to do was connect that to your essence, because you're here to show people the truth. Like, I just saw you opening people's eyes, you've opened your eyes, opening people's eyes, but really doing it in a sharper, defined way. And then the right side here, where the arm, this arm, okay, is around expressing a point of view and a message to open people's eyes so that people receive it. That's the part where we need to strengthen right here for you. Okay. To the power of unconditional love for Lizette here. Yes. Open here and receive. And then embody and strengthen the right side of her shoulder and her arm to be able to assert, puncture, and insert her point of view, her strength, and her dictation for the world to be able to see. Please empower her in this way of assertion, of this way of strength, good, and this way of point of view, okay, giving her point of view, good. So from the head, reconnect to the essence of the body, Nope, don't go back up, come back down, and allow it to flow. So, Lizette, your strength will be getting divine downloads, okay, on the top of your crown, but then bringing those down into the right side of your body so that it can be shared with the world, so it can be transmitted and asserted to the world. Gray Jack says, hello, this fascinates, but not quite sure how I feel about it yet. That's okay. Thank you for the heart. Good. And then the other end of it is receiving in the divine energy to nourish your mind, body, heart, and soul, okay, within yourself, knowing that your body is just as important as your mind. Your body is just as important as your mind. There was a part of you that really prioritized your mind, or prioritized the thinking part of you, or the upper part of you, over your body. And so we're bringing balance back into your body here and now. And then the assertion. And yes, there's one more thing to do, and I feel it's in the sacral here. Yes, so we're going to reconnect here, open up, and spread the energy into the sacral. And it's almost like they're showing me like attachments here that we're going to open up energetically. So we're going to just go and open that up. And then this energy is going to disperse down both of the legs for you. Is what they're showing me. So we're going to open this up, and Lizette. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yep. You can move forward. You can step forward. You can step into, good. You can step into divine purpose and divine action and divine reasoning. You will not harm others. You cannot harm others. This is the fear here from your spoken point of view. There is no harming others from your spoken point of view and or by opening their eyes to their own soul and waking them up to their truth. There we go. That's what it was. Good. Okay, Lizette, let's check back in. How are you feeling? So there was multiple things we had to do there. Start at the crown, reconnect to the essence of you, let your body receive the nourishment, reconnected your brain to the right side of your body so you can speak that point of view, and then open the sacral to be able to step and move forward and let go of the fear of harming people by sharing a point of view. That was the fear holding it back. Okay? All right, let us know how you feel in the chat. We would all love to hear. We're very curious as this goes on. And of course, if you have any questions, you can email me at brandon.tobias888@gmail.com if you need help integrating. All right, last one on the list for today. We will be going live again probably throughout the whole week. My goal is to be live at 9, 10, or 11 a.m. Mexico says, thank you. Anchorage or Alabama. I'm in New Zealand. Very interesting that you again. Yeah, it's pretty far. Rebecca, it's pretty far from where you are. I'd forgotten that you had told me that before, but I do sense it's like it was far from where you currently were. Like I didn't think you were in the United States. But I really feel strongly that that's where your soul, like part of your soul is. It's kind of a weird feeling. I feel like the lower half of you is really here, connected. So anyways, I hope that serves you and you're very welcome. Lizette said, I feel great. I felt your energy connected to my right hand and moving from the bottom of my feet. Awesome. That's really cool. That's really cool. And thanks for being open to receiving it. I think things are going to be very strongly assertive for you now, like even more sharp and defined than they were before. So really good job. And last one here is Karen. So Karen, are you in YouTube or TikTok here? Let us know. Karen Grand. You are the last one on the list. Are you looking for a healing or a reading today? Thank you so much, Brandon. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate you, Lizette. Thanks so much for your donation and for signing up for your healing. Here reading. Oh, I think I just broke my microphone stand. That sucks. Here reading Work and Love is the person I'm interested, my soulmate. Okay. KG Beauty, are you Karen then? I'm assuming. I should probably assume because it's Karen or it's KG. I don't know if this is going to be able to stay up. I don't sense that it is. It's done. Goodness gracious. You guys can see the whole thing came off here. Let me see. It's actually good timing here, I suppose. All right. Yeah, we'll just let this rest here. Okay. So here reading Work and Love. So here's what I'm going to do since this mic, broke off. YouTubers, I'm going to end it for you because this mic is connected to YouTube, and then we'll just finish this out on TikTok. I just want to say to everyone watching on YouTube, thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate you. Hopefully we'll get this mic fixed by the time that next time I'm on for the lives. And there are all the zodiac signs